Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name is Nini and today we're going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys via Instagram for some questions and you guys did your part. So I'm very excited today to be answering some of these questions because I saw some of them and I was so excited because nobody has ever asked me these things before. So thank you guys so much for sending in these questions so that I have the opportunity to answer all of them, and let's get straight into it. So one of the first questions I got is how much I weigh as well as my height. So I'm about 5'2" and my weight currently is 122 pounds. I'm currently also in a calorie deficit, so I weighed about 125 at the beginning, and now I'm just kind of cutting down to kind of present myself as more lean, you know? But yeah, that is my body weight and that is also my height. So my next question, the question was just diet. So me personally, I don't have a diet because I know that can really be, it's a tough restriction pretty much. And for me, I just kind of, when I'm gonna cut, I just really cut calories, really, like just a slow cut. Like I don't really jump straight from eating 2,000 calories a day to only eating 1,500. Like I don't do that. I don't really also do diets either. I eat when my body needs it, and I also drink water when my body needs it, because I know people even cut water. I like to fast. I like to eat only before like 8 p.m. If I eat after that, like I shouldn't really be doing that, but I do sometimes because it's normal. I mean, you know, if your body needs it, please eat. But yeah, that's for my diet. I mean, I don't really have a set diet. I just kind of slowly cut calories, and I also try to maintain a healthy diet because a lot of people like to eat this processed food, like they like to eat out all the time. I like to home cook meals, and yeah, and I eat less of it. So that's how I maintain my physique overall. So okay, so for my next question, the question was how often do I go to the gym and what is my split like? So when it comes to how often I go about every day. Like I won't lie. Like for me, rest days are harder to take than actually going to the gym, because the gym is like my second home. I love going as much as possible, but I usually take about 1 to 2 rest days a week because I know my body needs that recovery in order to build the muscle. And when it comes to my split, so my split's kind of all over the place at the moment because I'm working on building a new one, especially since I'm in my calorie deficit. So I say like I kind of alternate between upper body and lower body. Like one day I do it and then the next day I do the other. So like, for example, I do back and biceps on a Monday. Then the next day I'll do my quads and hamstrings on Tuesday. Then Wednesday I go back to upper body, and then lower, upper, lower. But also every time I go to the gym, I always incorporate cardio no matter what like I'm hitting, because that's what I'm doing to kind of maintain my lean physique at the moment and maintain my abs. So yeah. My next question is pretty straightforward. It is, what is my ethnicity? So I'm Cuban American. My father is Cuban, my mother is American, and I was born and raised in America. And my Spanish is not really all there yet. I wouldn't say I don't speak any Spanish because I do, but I was just never really taught. So I do understand a lot from learning from other people, but I'm still in the process of learning. So yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. So okay, so this one's a little off topic from the gym, but somebody asked, what is my favorite anime? Okay, so I've seen only like a few animes. Like I'm still in the process of watching like a lot of them that like people have recommended to me. I finished Death Note. Death Note was my first ever anime. I loved it. I know the ending, but okay, like it was good overall. It was just a great anime. But when it comes to my ultimate favorite anime, I know it's well known, but I know it's not really popular. It's called Monster, and honestly, it's also my profile picture on Instagram. That's how much I love it. It's one of the characters. Yeah, that's my favorite anime. I highly recommend watching it, even if you're not really an anime fan, because I wasn't for like the longest time. I used to hate on it, but now I'm just really into it because of this one show. It's called Monster. It's on Netflix currently. I don't know if it's gonna stay, but highly recommend watching it if you've never seen it. So okay, so somebody asked me now if they wanted to cut and become more lean, do they recommend a calorie deficit or do they recommend fasting? This is such a good question because there is a difference. Me personally, I highly recommend fasting because that way I can still kind of have like a good amount of calories, like healthy calories, without having to cut out like what my body literally needs in order to grow. But fasting is really good because if you don't eat after a certain time, like for me, I wake up feeling so much better. Like, I know that sounds weird, but when I go to bed like on an empty stomach, especially, like I wake up with stomach aches all the time every time I eat before I go to sleep, like right before. So I think it's important, like if you schedule your food, not really like certain like exact time frames, but like let's just say you wake up at a certain time to go to work, like do like 7 a.m. to like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m., whatever works for you. I do recommend fasting, like if you just want to become lean. I do think though calorie deficits are very important, especially if you're at a higher weight. I feel like, I don't know, I mean, for me fasting is doing perfect because I've always been kind of on the lighter side. But yeah, for me, I recommend fasting. So I really love this next question. Somebody asked, are you happy with your life now and what is your dream? So yes, I am very happy with my life now because I'm kind of going towards what I really want. Like, I started doing this account, I started creating this content because this is what I'm truly passionate about. I really don't speak about my passions too much to like anyone, but when I post my content, like I'm looking to inspire and show people where I started and how I am now and that it's possible to get there. What is my dream? On my Instagram, I know I'm like kind of at a low following right now. I'm only about like 1,800 followers, which is amazing. Like, it's actually so crazy. But for me, I'm really looking forward to growing followers. That's definitely a big dream of mine. Is not really a fan base, but to kind of have a group of people that I'm inspiring, that enjoy my content. Like, that's my dream, is to have a group of people who I can help and that can benefit from my content. Also, I would really love to collaborate with bigger brands one day, bigger gym brands, bigger really any brand. If I ever get that opportunity, it would be such a blessing. But yeah, I really am looking forward to becoming bigger. And also, I would love to be like pro influencer. So yeah, that's why I kind of been consistently uploading, and this is why I actually made this YouTube video today. So yeah, thank you for asking that. Okay, so for my last question today, somebody said, who or what inspired you to go to the gym and create this following? So this is such a great question because it's kind of like two questions in one, because I don't associate creating my following on social media with when I started the gym. What inspired me to create this following was my progression. So when I started out in the gym, what inspired me really was becoming better, becoming my best self. Because when I first started, I was in a really low state of mind. I was mentally very wrong. I was going through a lot of things in my life. I had no hobbies. I really was just a loner. Like, I stayed home all day. Like, I really didn't do much. My mom was probably my biggest inspiration for this because I would have probably never started the gym if it wasn't for her. She came up to me and she said, you know, why don't you go to the gym? And she was asking me to join my brother. I'll never forget that because since that day, I've been going. I've never actually taken like a full break from the gym, like more than a month in 2.5 years. So I've been consistently going to the gym for about 2.5 years now. I started in December of 2022 and I've been going ever since. And what inspired me to create this following was, I mean, I know I grew my body from like the ground up. Like, I have pictures posted on my Instagram of like my before and after. But I want to really bring out the best in people. especially when it comes physically and mentally, because the gym really does both. Like, it doesn't just fix you physically, it also fixes your mindset. It also shows you what discipline really and truly is, because motivation did not fuel anything that I did ever. It was all discipline. Sometimes I don't want to go to the gym as much as I enjoy it. You know, sometimes I'd rather be in my bed. But that really has, both of those questions really, they're completely separate. Like, when I first started the gym is a completely different mindset than what I am now. But I am so grateful that I was ever given this opportunity to start going to the gym and to have this platform to spread, you know, my message and be able to inspire other people that they can do the same thing. Once again, I want to thank you guys so much for sending in these questions. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, please follow my Instagram and my TikTok at Liftnini if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in future videos.